Hey Rangers, how y'all doing today? You doing lovely? Okay, that's good. That's good. How I'm doing? I'm doing terrible, dog. Like this game has put so much stress on me, dog. I got up and went for a walk. Have you ever been so mad that you had to get up and go for a walk? Me, a black Haitian man, going on a walk. I literally went with a black hoodie, black pants, like black joggers, and these niggas would have thought I was robbing them. If you told me these niggas put a fucking blazer on my ass, I would have never fucking known, dude. Like, that's besides the point, okay? Let's all come together and nerf these fucking annoying ass characters, okay?
Later, bro.
I don't know how this video is supposed to be honest. I just went with it and just started recording and just voicing my opinion in that matter. Since this is my channel, I'm able to voice my opinion whether or not people enjoys what I say or not. But the thing is, I enjoy Anime Showdown up to a point where I want to see it do well, and I want to continue making content for the game, and you will probably see me do more content after this video or so. But the problem that I'm having with is or rather the downside is what I'm seeing right now, okay? Especially the bugs, okay? Essentially, well, the bugs for sure is gonna kill it for me. For example, there's one bug, this infinite select a character scene where the map is saying not available and you're stuck in this 100 infinite timer or some sort, and it does not do anything. Either someone leaves and it'll start, or it will just start after 10 minutes of loading, and it drives me insane because I'm just trying to enjoy the game at that point, but just waiting 10 minutes to fight puts a a huge time constraint on me. And I'm not saying like, oh, I can't wait 10 minutes, it's just annoying. And then afterwards is the FPS. I mean, let me say this, by the time this video even comes out, it probably might come out later today, like 4 or 5 p.m. or some sort. But when this video comes out, you'll see that the game is probably got its update, performance wise, all that stuff that they said in the sub announcement. But that right there kind of made me not want to play the game anymore. Like, you could fix a problem, but that problem already did its damage, but that's just for the bug side. And on towards combat, my problem would definitely be the move spam. Back when I was playing Anime Showdown, back then it was more of an M1 base, then use a combo or use a move. Now it's just you have to use a move to get a combo. Yes, you can make the the defense of like, it's still kind of like that, but if you use like characters like Bambietta, that character you usually rarely see M1, or like Ichigo and Goku. Well, let me say this, in my experience, I've been dealing with people just using moves in order to get an M1 string off of you. And I'm not saying like I'm speaking for the mass, I'm speaking towards from my experience. I'm pretty sure people have experienced the same way I've felt. It's just a very annoying how the current move or meta it is. Like that's the character I said earlier. Most characters are just meta, just metamancy, essentially just using characters or just gonna give you that push or that drive. And I'm gonna touch base on this another topic I was gonna bring up. But other than that, it comes down to where people are using these non-M1 base because of input delay. For example, you could start a combo and it would just, after you use a combo, trying to use a move or some sort, it doesn't work, essentially. For example, I use Ippo. I'm not saying Ippo takes skill, but I use Ippo, right? So, when me trying to use my liver blow to like, push them back or, try to get the combo started again, it will not go. I don't know if it's just a Roblox server thing. It probably has nothing to do with Anime Showdown. It's just, like I said, my experience with that, that entirely, okay? But other than that, that's literally how combat is for me, or how I feel about it. And it's the future for this game. I understand that more characters are coming out and sorts. I'm not saying that they're gonna take a month or two to release characters. I'm pretty sure they have like lines of characters ready and stuff like that. But what I'm scared for is balancing. Like for these 9 characters, I'm pretty sure 8 out of 9 of them, or maybe all 9, trumps the current roster for them. You know what I'm saying? It feels to a point where we're having to use these only 9 characters. Maybe some of the original characters you can use, like Jotaro, Naruto. I've seen people use Naruto. I'm not saying like those are good safe picks, but the 9 characters are 9 times out of 10 just safer picks. And then people are forced to use those characters because of elo scaling. Like I was playing earlier today, just to get refresh my mind about how I felt about the game, and then I would see that I would win like 4 to 5 games just to get my elo washed and to go reset back to unranked due to like losing to 1 match. I feel like you lose 1 match and you're at the beginning part, so you're having to play these safe and play weird, if that makes sense, in order to keep your elo. Like I'm pretty sure, and I'm probably willing to bet my left nut that the top 2, top 5, top 10% players are picking one of the 9 characters in order to play weird to keep their stats. I'm not saying that they're not good at the game. I'm not saying that. They are probably good at the game, but I'm pretty sure sure they're having to play weird at times or most of their matches in order to keep that elo. It's because how, you know, playing weird against weird becomes a really weird who's gonna, you know, miss first type match or deal or stuff like that. And, you know, they're having to play in that sort of matter to keep their elo, because I'm pretty sure if one of them loses a, you know, a match, they'll have an insane elo decrease, and it just feels so draining having to keep it. And then it just touches back to where, you know, playing weird is whoever gets M1 priority, and then having to wait for someone to M1 first, and if they miss their up tilts, especially because there's end lag on that, you know, it's wraps for you. You know, I understand that the game, you know, just came out. I'm not saying that they're supposed to be perfect on release, but it does kill the, you know, the drive or the feeling or, you know, the fun of playing this game. Like when the game came out, I was having fun. Like that whole week of just straight grind mode of editing, you know, uploading videos for it, it really felt fun, you know, streaming the game, raging over it. It was a really fun thing. But currently how I feel about it is I'm in a gray area. I don't know how I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably gonna still make more content about it, you know, more content for it. I just want to give you like a more updated sort of how I feel the game, just not randomly drop it, because I want to be really vocal with it, you know. But like I said, like hopefully the way that I personally think, and off of my experience, will consider the game with more characters, definitely, you know, maybe revamp their balancing team, because their balancing currently is, I don't know what the fuck them niggas were probably passing a fat ass dude think this is a good idea. I'm just saying, okay. But you know, I feel like if they could really capitalize, I know like the game's sitting at what 7 to 10k players average, you know, a day, and that's really good. You know, it had its initial hype, you know, 20, 42. I think it had like, I don't remember. I remember it had a high number on release day, but you know, right now it's averaging 10k. There's nothing wrong. That's really good for a game, you know, that's competing against ABA. And I'm not trying to bring, you know, ABA is better than Anime Showdown, but I feel like when I play ABA, it's not aesthetically nice looking, but it's definitely felt more fluid. The combat here is more, you know, clunky in that matter. With Anime Showdown, I like the combat, but I feel like they could do a lot more better in sense of, you know, I would say revamping their combat. And I'm not saying to change it, you know, they can leave it alone, you know, it'll stay the same. I wouldn't complain too much about it, but more so, I don't know, it's just how it feels while playing the game. Maybe if they, you know, once they post these updates, everything will probably get, you know, that I've listed here will get changed, or, you know, it'll probably get better, you know. But I just still want to voice my opinion on how I feel about the current state of the game, you know. This is not a hate video whatsoever. You probably see the title completely different or whatever the hell I put it. It's you know, probably just for view baiting or some shit. But just like I said, just, you know, voicing my opinion. I like the game. I'm just at a gray area where I just can't play it how I felt, you know, how I wanted to play it. I have so many videos planned out for it. I'm just waiting, you know, what's gonna be the future for them, and I'm rooting for them. You know, the devs are doing a really amazing job, you know, releasing, if you think about it, 9 characters. You know, they released 9, I think 8 and 9 characters, some shit, in like in a, you know, a 9th month basis. If you average it, that's a character a month. If they just keep on maybe releasing a character, you know, 3 characters per month, that's probably sounding crazy, but you know, maybe drive the feeling of wanting to play the game. You know, more I would say there's more of a casual scene than there are a competitive scene in this game. I'm not saying, you know, I've seen rank and people are playing rank, but it gets to a point where it just feels like you're having to meta-mets, you know. That's probably gonna be the end of the video. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You know, fuck it, I'm gonna edit it, see how it goes. But other than that, fear God, not man.